Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of
Cheat Day Diaries.
My name's Timoshe.
And I'm Naomi, and we started this podcast to talk about issues and things that really matter to us and impact us, and hopefully give some sisterly advice. But it doesn't have to be all serious and solemn. Don't get it twisted.
So grab some food.
Grab your food.
Because we're going to grab ours. And let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not
We got KFC.
We ordered some KFC. We got some wings.
We got some fillets.
She got some fillets.
I don't know why you're doing that.
I don't think
you got a drumstick.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
piece of chicken is actually buff. Are you okay?
No,
that boneless stuff is actually childish.
That's
it's actually a kid's meal.
I don't eat meat on the bone. You know when people say that.
You think you're classy?
Yeah.
But the owner of this thinks you're an animal.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Actually, on that.
Okay, guys, let's get into our topic of the day. No. So today we're going to be talking about controversial...
Sorry, do you get why that could have just been misconstrued? But go on.
I didn't say that. The guy said that. Anyway, point is...
He didn't say that though.
Oh my days. Yeah. The point is, today we're going to be talking about controversial Black culture takes. So get into it, get your food, and get ready.
You're not American. We go through this every
episode. I know you need to say it.
You need to stop. So let the accent go. Okay, let's go.
So first we're going to talk about is... relationships or the lack thereof.
Baby
or
moms.
The lack. Don't get too much started on baby mom topic because we won't leave here tonight. We won't leave. The episode won't end.
No, but in all fairness, right?
Yeah,
you're saying I'm getting onto them, but really and truly, why is there more baby moms than there are marriages occurring in this generation? It's not funny. I don't need my statistics to back this up. I already know.
Bears.
Everyday baby shower, but I'm not even seeing you go to the courthouse. Hey.
So why do you think this is happening? Do you think it's exclusive to the Black community?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I just think, obviously, we're speaking about what we know. That's
right.
one.
And we are Black people.
And we are Black. So, of course, we're coming from an angle of... But just in general, I do think that the baby mom culture is going out of hand. But you're Caribbean. I'm African.
Mm.
You're from Trinidad, I'm from Nigeria. So what do you think is even different within the different cultures? Because I was actually arguing with my mum yesterday, and she was like, oh, Nigerians don't have baby moms like that. They believe in marriage. Da-da-da. And I looked at her with a big side eye because I'm sorry, you go to Woolwich and there's baby moms crawling all over the street.
Calling was so unnecessary. Calling was so... I
actually got that food like a couple weeks ago with Faye. It was too good.
Anyways, you lot should ask this anyway.
Anyways.
Cool. Realistically, I can't speak on that.
Okay.
First of all, there's a big Nigerian community in the UK that isn't like a huge, like dominating Trini community. If you talk about Jamaicans, maybe... Sorry guys, that wing is spicy. What? No, I think it just went down the wrong throat. But yeah, do you know what I mean? But I'm obviously not Jamaican, so I can't really speak on that factually. Maybe Junior would have something to say, but anyway, that's our friend that doesn't like Caribbean people. But anyway, essentially, yeah, I couldn't really make that generalization. But so let's just go from the angle of Black people having all these lack of relationships, lack of marriages. Always in these situationships. You can't even call someone your girlfriend, much less fiance, much less wife. Why?
Guys, I posted on our Instagram which culture do situationships the best. And all the comments, you know what they were filled with? Black, Black, and Black. That's actually embarrassing.
Y'all ninjas need to stop.
I don't know if you can say that.
Ninja. That's why I said ninja.
Okay, fair enough. Actually, what do you think about it? I'm not gonna lie. No marriage, but baby. What's more commitment? Maybe I'm bugging. What's more commitment?
The thing is, if you actually talk to a lot of, at least I can just say Black men because I don't know about the rest of you. They will actually say marriage. I'm not joking. They will actually, and do you know why? Because in their mind, they can leave away. They can leave the baby. Yeah, they don't need to do that. It's not a commitment. It's not a commitment. Yeah. What? You come kick a ball every couple of weeks? It's not a commitment. Whereas marriage, they're seeing that as an everyday thing, which it is. But they don't realize that raising a child is actually an everyday thing too.
But their mum raised them by themselves.
So now they're just a bit confused and twisted and contorted.
Like bread.
It's not nice.
It's not good.
It's not nice. And I to be honest with you, I just actually
economically it's not wise neither. Two-parent households do better more economically. That's one.
Just two incomes, yeah.
Yeah, two incomes. You're doing your own thing. You're not building anything. There's no foundation of success. You're just whatless.
What is that? There's a circle song about that.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
but yeah, like I do hear it, and I just feel like, to be honest, it leads on to a broader like topic, which is how can you see how the brokenness in Black like families is a legacy of slavery in a way? Like, is that a drag? Do you think that's a drag?
I think it's a drag.
Do you actually?
Accountability is key, guys. Sorry, what's slavery got to do with this? Nah, what's slavery got to do with this? Instead of you to be focusing on having a 2-parent household, or for you to just use to calm down before. Sorry, people need to think before. No, I'm not even getting annoyed. Slavery's got nothing to do with this.
Slavery's got nothing to do
What's it got to do with it then? Because you obviously think it does. Because you're bare looking at me.
The thing is, yeah, I'm not as educated on this as I probably should be, right? But I just think the whole idea of quite literally breaking up the family unit as a unit is actually no. There's such a thing as intergenerational trauma, A, and B. There's such a thing as like intergenerational patterns and cycles. Things actually repeat themselves all the time. Of course, Black people need to take responsibility for the fact that most of you are not raised. Anyway.
just keep going.
Most of us. Anyway, but the point is, yeah, there is a legacy of things that does continue. Okay, we can't just ignore that fact. Like slavery very much did happen. It very much did break families apart. It very much did cause people to like. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And that means that the foundation of the culture, okay, especially in America,
slavery equaled baby mom culture.
No,
guys, you've heard it from here. Baby mom culture. It's
not that black and white.
So the reason why little baby did not wife Jada Wader is because of slavery. That's fine.
I didn't say that. It's not that black and white. It's not that black and white.
Okay.
Anyway.
What's that song by Michael Jackson? Black or white? I don't even know.
You're not a singer. Next question.
Okay.
So, yeah, like, I just think that as Black people, like, I don't know. And the thing is, as we said, because we're Black, we don't necessarily know what's going on in other cultures. So I don't know if it's really fair to say that we are disproportionately not getting married.
I mean,
or disproportionately not having baby mums.
My boyfriend's white, guys.
My boyfriend's white.
Yeah.
And let us know.
Bunny, Dr. Uma, where you at? Anyway.
He would not like you. Anyway.
Yeah, I know. But I'm actually very much for the culture. When you speak to people, like when I speak to him, yeah, because he really gives me an insight, I guess, to, especially he's from Essex, yeah. These lot be doing rubbish as well. The thing is, it's so easy to scrutinize your own because you see it constantly, and
also the news shows us about ourselves.
Yes,
the news will tell us who we are before we can even define it for ourselves.
Exactly, and that happens. The journalism portrayal on Black culture is ridiculous, and the shade borough doesn't help.
Yeah, because
Shade Borough, instead of you to be portraying us in better light, Dean Forbes, the most influential Black person, instead of you to be posting how he makes money, so that the Black youth do, you're posting Drizzy. What's that guy who just got released from jail? Please don't come from your tea. Wait, maybe you should cut this out. Wait, you need to cut this out. God have mercy. You actually can't fight. I'm just talking. Wait, next time we got chill.
You're not from those sides anyways.
Bro, I'm not from please.
He has no business in the E6.
I'm sorry, but even me, just forgive me. I'm sorry. Next topic, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm actually getting scared. Let me please.
Okay, sorry. Damn. So anyway, guys, we're gonna be putting a poll on our Instagram story. So essentially, tell us your thoughts about Black relationship culture, like what you think about what we just said, and give us your input. So anyway, on to the next topic. So we're now going to talk. Don't chat about the accent, Michelle. Don't do it. Anyway,
guys, as our episodes go on, yeah, you know, in the comments, type as many times she has a fake American accent because she's very much from Essex.
I'm from the 80. I'm from Georgia. Georgia Peach. Put me somewhere in a gorgeous beach. Hey. Okay. Anyway, next topic. Yeah. What? Pass the magic. Pass the magic. Anyway, cool. Next topic. We're going to talk about the Canary Wharf Blacks. Do you think you're better than us? In fact, me included.
Exactly.
Do you think you're better than the rest? Like,
look.
Let's actually talk about it. What do you think about the whole Canary Wharf Black thing? What do you think? What do you think?
I actually don't pray this for them, but some of these lot will get a big shocker if they think they're exempt because they wear a little 3/4 zip and they're wearing a pencil skirt.
Yeah. He's wearing a 1/4 zip and a pencil skirt at the same time.
No, men and women, please. All these. I don't discriminate. Look, the police see this before they see Goldman Sachs.
Maybe
Morgan Stanley.
It don't matter if you want a night
Herbert
check
Smith and Fields.
or a suit. You
Clifford Chance or Clifford not
either
Chance.
way. It don't matter.
They finna catch you.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Because once you leave Canary Wharf and you put that night tech on.
Once you leave, why are you there? They're wondering why you're there. They're wondering why you're there.
You don't even hear people in corporate when they're like, "Oh, I thought you were the cleaner."
The cleaner. So first of all, you're not special.
You're not special,
and you're still a blackie.
Listen,
you're still a ninja. Your name isn't David. It's Ninja.
Okay. Your name is even Oluwa Dami. Ah. As well. We're two girls from LSE, so we're very much qualified to talk about this because we're very much going to be in corporate, killing it. Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. And I feel like it makes...
Okay, just stop with the American accent. Just speak normally, please.
I feel like you make a lot of sense. Like, it makes a lot of sense.
No one.
I feel like it makes a lot of sense, yeah. That, the angle she's trying to come from is that it's not like we don't understand what it means to try and level up or try and do better for yourself, etc., etc. Like, that's very like understandable. We get that. We both want to. She wants to be in equity research. I want to be in law. Like, understand going into that lifestyle. But you better not forget your roots. You better not.
Yeah, you better not forget humility. That you're from London, not America. Okay, but just keep going. Basically, what she's trying to say is, know where you come from, bro. Know where you come from. Stop acting brand new, because I feel like a lot of these guys, they wear a 3/4 zip, like I said, a cheeky little pencil skirt,
and they say, "Rip me out,"
and they think they're brand new. Like, stop acting like that, because your mum after church used to be begging, "Oh, please, can you drop the plantain by 50p, 50p?" And now you're working in Canary Wharf, you think that you're better than the black people from Ends. 50p. Hey.
That's not nice.
No. But what's not nice is them acting brand new, because the comments in the Shade Borough, and the Shade Borough knew what they were doing.
It's true.
As per.
It's true.
They knew what they were doing.
Anticipating that. I feel like, do you know what it is? I feel like it's wrong, because like you're really putting yourself up by putting other people down.
Yeah.
But I do understand. I have a level of sympathy.
Okay.
Because like we're in a world where blackness is not celebrated. Blackness is very much... is not something to aspire from. Yeah. So once you've now taken yourself quote unquote out of the hood, or taken yourself out of like
struggle,
you've bettered your life. Yeah. You now want to physically represent that by dissociating yourself from what was the badness, which unfortunately was the blackness. So it's like you're trying to make that
you're
me and other.
The blackness is the issue. No, I know. Economic class. These people aren't smart like that. That's their problem.
What people?
The people who are battling in the comments. They're not smart. You're not better than someone because you work at Morgan Stanley, or you work at one big consulting firm. Yeah. Don't get that twisted.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Like, people, the thing is, people need to understand that you're not... People think that because they've got all these things, that makes them you. Yeah. At the end of the day, if your personality is dead, no one wants to chat to you.
It's true.
Sorry.
Your personality cannot be that you work at Morgan Stanley. I'm sorry.
JP Morgan, whatever one.
The thing is, God sees your heart. Because some of you that work at Morgan Stanley, your hearts are rotten to the core. But that's actually not the point. That's actually
Okay.
That's actually not the point. Like, the point genuinely is, don't be getting too... Not even don't get gassed. Celebrate yourself. That's actually good. But don't put yourself up by putting others down.
Yeah.
And your value can't...
Can I just say something? If you're still working at retail, and there's nothing wrong with that, I'm actually unemployed and I've worked in retail before.
Yeah. I work in retail.
Stop making your friends feel bad for also leveling up. Jealousy is evil, and I think
why do you say it like that?
No, because some people are really jealous of their friends. Some people are jealous.
In what sense?
Look, you're on 25k and they're on 6 figures. You can't do the same things, love. You can't go to the Alps. You can't be drinking that Azul 1942. It's not in your tax bracket.
Yeah, that's not nice. It's not kind, and that's not a... But so, okay, so do you think it's possible to maintain a friendship when you're on vastly different tax brackets? Why is she looking at me? Faith is gonna act brand new when she gets that fluid.
Can I say something? The one thing I do think is a very important argument, and I think some people aren't really intellectual enough to see it. This Canary Wharf Blacks thing is more than a salary.
Yeah.
Once you start entering these places, your class, your social economic mobility, you do kind of climb the ranks. You're different. You code switch more. You know what? Now you're talking about what what 3/4 zip is the best one to wear for work. You're wearing boat shoes, bruv. You ain't wearing them night techs on a regular. You're different. No, all jokes aside, do you know what I'm trying to say? And I do think
with that comes difference. It's kind of like, okay, this is not the same, but it's on a micro level example. Like, you know, like, okay, for example, us, we're chasing education, we're chasing all those corporate things. And so obviously, naturally, like, quote unquote, bigger words like becoming part of your vocabulary. You start talking about like more,
you know,
things, you know, and someone's like, oh, I think that's my
I'm about to say, you know, you're trying to a guy.
I think that's my big words, yeah. More time I said, however. Like, I'm sorry, but you got big words. Like, I'm sorry, but sorry that I have one like.
It's actually not calm.
Do you know what I mean? And that's like a small scale example of what like on a bigger scale happens when you do make those moves.
No, I to be honest, I don't even think what you said was even like, you know how you said it's not the same. I think it is the same because your lingo, your everything, you do become different. Or even if you have to morph into a person when you clock into work.
At some time, that morphing starts to become your real identity at that point. That coach that you do for corporate, you're now doing that at home. Now you do it at home.
Can I have some tea? What?
You know, I saw some person. This lady was talking about on TikTok about how she ended up like doing a corporate job or whatever, very much raising her kids in that like high income household, whatever. And one time they must have been her son must have been in the hospital, and they served him fish and chips. And the son said, "Oh, mommy, is it possible to change it with some sea bass?"
Sea bass.
Like,
wait, just
things start just changing.
I was gonna say, sorry, this is a bit off topic. Yeah. Imagine now you're earning like more than your parents combined. How do people like that move though? No, but how do they move? Because can I say something? Especially in corporate, right? Most of the people that they're going to be working is with white. That's a fact. Okay, 100%. The statistics are there's what 10% black people in corporate.
10, that's a high number.
Let's just say that for the sake of it. Yeah. And now you're seeing people who, because most of these white people, their parents have been bankers, been lawyers. So this salary is just a progression. Let's just be very stereotypical in this sense of my argument, right? And now you've come in home and you're earning more than your mum. Do you think these not move different at home as well? Because that'd be bare funny.
That's crazy.
When you get that salary, you can be like, Mum, I don't eat curry goat, love.
I don't eat curry goat, actually.
I don't eat it.
It's a bit too spicy, actually. There's a bit too much seasoning.
What do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but that's a bit of a drag there. That's actually a bit of a drag.
But when these lot move out into penthouses and they're wearing LV down drip, you're not remembering where you came from. Your mum is wearing Ankara to church. Gele.
But that's like saying that you just said, oh, now you're wearing LV, so what, you should you're never going to enjoy the nice things of life. So you're never going to have a Birkin. So you having a Birkin is signs that you don't remember where you came from.
That's true.
Like, you can, do you know, like, that doesn't, do you get what I mean? Like, that doesn't work in that sense, I feel like.
You're right. I
feel like, but yeah, the sentiment is true. I don't know. It's hard to put into words exactly what it is about moving different, but there is a change.
Sorry. Do you know which tweet killed me?
What tweet?
Guys hate to see the successful black people, but idolize the rappers and the criminals.
Okay, why do you think that is? Go.
You know what it is? It's a culture thing.
Okay, expand.
We have associated black culture. We haven't associated it. We are the blueprint when it comes to the entertainment industry, the music. So. When you're, to be honest, I was going to say some rappers' names in America, but I don't even know if they're on that blacklist anymore. So let me just use the UK. When you're seeing guys like Heady One, I don't really, what's rappers? I don't know, man. So I don't idolize them. I'm not part of that category.
Whoa, what was that?
But you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, right,
I also
all like footballers.
Do you know what it is? I think it's idolized more because it's more like
accessible. It's wet to be star.
It's not even more accessible because it's actually easier to be a corporate babe than a footballer.
Yeah,
so it's not more accessible, but it's more.
It's less wet. Like you know what it is. It's like in school, being popular and being like a geek.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
On the broad scale.
On the broader scale.
On corporate, you're like a geek now.
Yeah.
And if you're doing football, you're one of the guys.
Yeah. And the geeks at school, they never got in trouble, which is a good thing. Their life is on track. But when they were popular, it doesn't matter if they were getting in trouble, but you're that guy. And it's the same concept. We've grown to believe like if you're a neek, stay away. You don't want that. You want to be popular. You get the girls, you get the guys, whatever. And now you're in Mayfair. You're splashing all your money on bottles, but you don't even have one property.
Oh, recently, another thing I've been seeing as well, kind of slightly related to this discourse, kind of not, is like this whole idea of like black tax, which is basically is a name for something that everyone has been doing for time. Everyone already knows what it is.
Yeah.
But it's just a name for it, where it's like the idea of like, cool, you've kind of like leveled up yourself, you've got that good salary, that good job, but now you've got that tax whereby you're sending your mum money for this, you're paying for that, you're sending your siblings this, that, the other, like.
Do you know something I saw really funny? And I saw this guy who was sending his mum like £600 or like £800. A month for rent. But the council only charged the mum £500.
Did someone know that?
No. Auntie was profiting from her own son.
Hey, that's crazy. Because more time, like, I don't know, but that's just...
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's not good for you to be the scapegoat for your family. Like the golden ticket out of there.
Okay, like that's put all the reliance on you.
And I think that does happen because really and truly, like, where is it? Are we first generation? Is that what we call ourselves?
Yeah, because our parents immigrated.
Yeah. So we're first generation. So we've got our roots here in the land of. I'm trying to say. So it's like we are going to be the reason why. That's what it is.
A lot of people like your parents came here to give you a better life, etc., etc.
And now it's your time to give them the better life, return the favor. And I also feel like another thing, like this whole sending money back home.
Back home to the homeland.
I don't know who's doing that anymore.
You're not doing that.
I ain't doing that. I have some second cousins that I know too, and I text and stuff like that. Yeah, that's different. But I don't want to know anyone from the village.
Obviously, not no random person, but let's say
like that happens. So
yeah,
some of our parents are sending back money to build their house, and their house has not even got one toilet.
Bro, we're not even gonna start about that. I've been building my grandma's house for the past I actually can't even tell you how long. I can't. To this day, we went home like sometime last year. The house doesn't have a roof. That's what I'm saying. It's been built for years. And how many times money's gone out? Why is the house not built? Oh, the money went. Yeah. Somebody did it. Huh?
And you know what? I'm quite passionate about this. The people who your mum and dad is sending money back home, but you cannot even eat Heinz ketchup. You're doing off-brand. Heinz sponsorship.
God. Nah, God.
You can't use Heinz ketchup. Dude,
tomato ketchup.
There's nothing wrong with that, but there's no way your quality of life should be impacted from the people back home that are using your money for chin chin puff puff. I'm sorry, I ain't doing that, mate. I'm actually not doing it. That legacy ends with me. I promise you that.
Amen.
Call me selfish. It ends with me.
I don't think it's selfish when it's a thing where it's like you don't even know who you're. You just send money to imaginary figures.
But that's that is sending money back home for this plot of land.
No, it is insanity. But what do you think about like your grandmas, your aunties, your cousins? What about, because obviously different families are different, innit? But like
my grandmas, my aunties, my first cousins that I know that I think I can, but all I'm saying is because this is not my reality. Some people do take advantage. I'm not gonna lie, my family, we don't respect ourselves. We have boundaries, so people aren't asking for stupidness. But I don't want to hear my friends saying, "Oh yeah, I can't really go on this thing this month because you know what, I had to do my emergency, take money out of my emergency pot because I had to give £200 back home." You know, some people back home are using the brand new iPhone.
Which people is
I don't know.
Which people?
I don't know. But Nayobi, you know what I'm trying to say.
No,
and can I say something? There is this mentality that people back home think that we're living up
the money is going on. In fact, it's not even going on, keys. It's just falling. It's just
living.
It's to grow. It just needs to. It's no time. Yeah, that is a mentality. And it's actually a problem because it just if you think there's an endless money supply, that's what gives you the confidence to really be asking like that.
Sir, ma, can I have?
And even being like it's like it's always insulting if you don't.
Yeah. Because someone asked my mum for money, yeah. It's just like, but you're in London now. Do you think they're just giving Chanel bags to all of us? Here's one for you, here's one for you. No. See, I'm telling you now, if my mum should just use all the extra... This is Jackson. it's even my mummy. See, it's even my mummy. Maybe someone else has asked her for more money.
Oh, my chest. No, like, it is a problem. And it leads me on to this other video I saw as well, about this lady was talking about how, I can't remember, by 2050 something or something, this was American at least, yeah? So basically saying how the black people in America are predicted to have zero wealth.
Do you know?
Meaning, not even meaning, and it's not because black people are not doing well. Black people are doing so well. We're getting high income jobs. We're getting into all these kind of professions. Like, people are really doing well. No, it was an issue of wealth is not income. Because I'm on even 300k a year, it doesn't mean I have wealth. Wealth is ownership. Wealth is something to pass on. Wealth is not the money that comes in your account from your employer every month. That's not wealth. Do you know what I mean? So she's saying how by 20-something, it's predicted that black people will have zero wealth. But then their proms are, oh wait, I'm not gonna get cancelled today.
No, but Naomi, I want to ask you a question.
I'm not gonna get cancelled today.
African Americans, what do they do more? Proms or get married?
When they be walking out the house to do the dress reveal, that's the version of walking down the aisle.
Can I say something?
When they jump in the Hellcat SRT, that's the version of getting in the just married limo. That's just, it's the correlation.
You don't have a college tuition fund, but you spent 50k to
be Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Your life is not a fairy tale. There's no fairy tale. Wait, after the event is over, you've come back home from prom. Are you going back to a castle or? Okay. Well, they don't have that. They have. Actually, let me just stop right here. Stop right here.
But all jokes aside.
All jokes aside.
Can I tell you the issue with community priorities?
No. Okay, I hear that. But let me give a caveat that I think is actually really important. And it really does annoy me.
Up slavery.
No, shut up, bro. It's important. But that's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is there is this tendency, right, of like, okay, if you're poor, you shouldn't never have nice things. You should just.
Did I say that?
No, but it's coming back to that. Priorities of, okay, what should the priorities be?
Listen.
No, I'm not saying, by the way,
the priorities should not be Jordans, LV, 30-inch bundles when you don't have a college tuition fund. You would rather get debt on LV, Chanel, bundles, but you wouldn't go on debt for college because you think the government's trying to scam you. You're scamming yourself. Go read your book and educate yourself. Learn about money management.
I'm not disagreeing. It's important to put things in place.
That's my priority. You should go to prom because you know what? Well done. You've completed high school.
I agree.
But you do not need to spend £15,000 on a Rolls Royce SRKRT, whatever that song is.
Nah, it is excessive. It is excessive. And I'm not saying everybody should go spend 20k on a prom, 100%. But I'm just saying, do you not feel like you see the idea of if you're not rich, you should never have nice things.
I didn't. But
no, I know what you're saying, but that is a sentiment that a lot of people have.
The nice things that you can do it to invest in your skills. Sports, for example. Piano.
Sports. So every black person should just go do basketball and football. That's what they tell us,
That is what they say. But what I'm just trying to say is there's ways to invest in yourself that does not... Okay, can I just say something? We're coming for the African Americans. It happens in the UK here as well.
Mm-hmm.
No, you were coming from the It happens in the UK here.
Guys, our equivalent of that is
going to Mayfair and dropping X, Y, and Z.
Oh, yeah.
Or going to lounge and dropping X, Y, and Z bottles. But your mum and your brothers are sleeping on mattress. No, but it doesn't make sense that your mum is, like I said prior, begging in the market to drop things by £1. You're spending thousands in the club.
Okay,
priorities are key.
Yeah, that's a madness. That's absolute madness. But I can't.
There's no justification. So the thing is, people can get mad if they want to, but there is no justification for that extravagant lifestyle. You do not deserve to live an extravagant lifestyle if you don't have the means. That doesn't mean that you can't enjoy yourself. Go to a bottomless brunch. Go enjoy your friends. Do a picnic. There is so many things in this life, but people do equate, trying to stunt on people with the means of excessively spending, and that's not your tax bracket, and that's okay. And you know the funniest thing is, some people who are really in that tax bracket, they're not doing that. We know some people sitting on big boy money,
sitting on a big boy piece of information,
big, and they are not even.
They don't be doing that.
They're doing Joe and the Juice.
Farmer J, if
Farmer
you're cheeky,
J.
but you need to go hack a Sam for every single lunch, breakfast, and dinner. After the motive, who's on hacker? Don't eat the rice at home.
Right.
The hell?
Right.
Like, no, I do hear
and
it.
another thing is, and I'm a victim of this as well, designer items, yeah? And, you know, they actually do say that with designers, that these designer houses, they make stuff for poor people and they make stuff for rich people. If you understand what I mean by this, you understand. If you don't, you just don't understand, and that's okay. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And what I mean by that is these £1,000, £2,000 that we are saving up for to show that we have wealth.
It's a problem. It's a problem. It's genuinely a problem.
It's not our fault though, because it's not nice feeling like you're at the bottom constantly, and that feeling of I have this that can prove that you have wealth is a lovely feeling. So I'm not. It's
difficult because it's like you basically need to undo things that are not necessarily your fault. Ways of thinking that are not were inflicted upon you in that kind of sense.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the work needs to be undone because.
Yeah, I saw this one thing. Yeah, I don't know which creator was talking about it. He was saying, you have money for LV, but you've now passed away and you don't have life insurance. Your children, they can't inherit anything but LV top. Why are you breathing like that?
No, because I feel. Listen. Let me tell you what I think. I feel very mixed emotions about this topic, right? Because it's like on the one hand, genuinely, it's so dumb. Like you're buying every single Chanel designer handbag in the world, every single thing, but you can't do the bare necessities. But your wardrobe is full of designer, and that is a problem. Yeah. But at the same time, you not spending 3 bills on a handbag wasn't going to give you generational wealth. You spending 4 bills on that wherever that was is not the difference between what is stopping you from poverty and generational wealth. Because that's not the issue. The issue is a failed society.
I disagree. Okay. Generational wealth is not everyone's goal, and it cannot be everyone's goal.
Of course not. But not even just generational wealth. It's just not going to make the difference. To an extent,
£300, £400 accumulated.
Yeah.
Stop.
No.
Investing it in your education.
I know, but do you get where I'm just coming from?
I don't get where you're coming from at all. Do you know the reason why?
Yes.
Because I saw the sacrifices my mum made, yeah? The extra money that she could have gone to buy an extra gele or ashrabi for a hall party, she used it to pay for my swimming lessons. Now when I've got these achievements, and I put them on my CV, I'm going into places and they look at me with respect. I don't think that your achievements necessarily should speak volumes of you, but the society we live in, I think
it's wrong for your achievements
because it shows hard work.
It's important to recognise that you having that achievement is not purely because of hard work, and someone else not having it is not because they didn't work hard. It's important to recognise there are societal factors, there are systemic factors, there are things that have got in the way. Just 2 people can work just as hard and have different outcomes. True, but at the same time, you should actually celebrate your achievements.
Exactly, and I'm just saying, you see what. Let's not be naive here. You're saying £300, £400 there.
I'm dragging it. But that's actually rent right there. That's 7 bills. I 100% hear that. I just I don't know how to articulate what I'm trying to say, but it's just I just kind of feel like sometimes it's a thing where
you have to be happy.
That is not saving you.
Okay.
Or it's not the difference between anything.
Okay, but
of course you're so what? You should just never I do get what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying.
But we're not talking about people who are occasionally splurging on £100.
Yeah, you mean it's a lifestyle.
We're talking about lifestyle lovers,
man. Pay your rent.
These lifestyle lovers, and unfortunately, they tend to be a lot in the black community. And
why do you think that is?
Because we've not had it. When you don't have it, you yearn it, and it's not a nice feeling not having. I know enough people who went to school. They didn't have training. They didn't have this.
The difference between black wealth and old wealth.
Yeah,
like that. Like when rappers and stuff get rich.
Yeah. But can I say something?
The chain.
I actually think that stuff is rubbish, though, because these old money people, just because you don't know the brand, that maybe the tiny Laura Piano sweater that there's no brand on can cost £8,000. That is a vulgar amount of money. That's not quiet.
No, of course. No, it is though.
Okay,
it's quiet because it's not in your face.
Okay, but do you know what?
I'm not saying, and also they have it. Also, they didn't check their bank account. They didn't move money. They didn't skim. They didn't wonder how they're going to pay rent to pay for that jacket.
Yeah.
They closed their eyes and said,
I agree, but I do think there is a degree of this old money, new money chat that is very discriminatory. Because to be honest, you know that a lot of black people, even Asian people, all these people, they're not included in this old money. Bro,
Asian
even in
people.
China, I was.
To be fair, they've got a lot of new money.
They've got a lot of new
China's a lot of new money.
So, and this is why this argument for me is just rubbish, because these let's talk about the continent of China. They have a lot of, in 2022 to 2023, the China consumed 22 to 23% of the luxury goods market.
Yeah, consumerism is
there is very high consumerism.
Yeah.
So what? That's now classy. I'm not saying it's not classy. I'm not saying it is classy. But let's say if that was in the continent of Africa, let's say, all of a sudden no one's gonna want to buy Chanel no more.
Yeah.
There's a certain type of, if there's a demographic attached to something, people sometimes see it as less classy, which I do think is an issue.
Yeah. Her man be calling her. We be calling her.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. Let's round this off, and we're going to talk about our final topic about Black culture and controversial takes. And we're going to take the conversation to specifically Black Britishness and how it may or may not differ from African American culture, and also in Black British, the difference between those that come from Africa and those that come from the Caribbean. So I just feel like recently there's been a whole discourse on TikTok about like what it means to be Black and British. I think it's because Stormzy or someone done that.
Sloan, bruv. It was Sloan. It was this like artist.
No, there was also a music. Listen, okay, I don't actually
remember.
No, there was actually an album, like a music album, and they had the Union Jack in the background.
Yeah, that was Sloan. Yeah, you. So she's racist because she just.
No, it's not about racism. I saw TikTok.
Okay. TikTok.
I actually saw a TikTok, guys. Someone done TikTok. Anyway, fine, whatever. But the point is, being Black. What does being Black British mean to you? And yeah, what does being Black British? Because I saw someone say it just means getting chicken dick after school from Miranda.
They have a point, because I do think, you know what, we're kind of becoming like American in that sense, where we're trying. Wait, let me land. Where we're trying to segregate Black British Nigerian experience to a Black British Caribbean to a Black. We're just.
How is that like Americans? Americans literally don't do that because they don't know where they came from.
No, but if you're Black African, like if you migrated from Nigeria to America, you're different to an African American.
Oh, so you mean in the sense of trying to make Black Britishness as in not. Okay, I got you.
So
like African American, but it's a thing in and of itself.
Yeah,
but is that, you say that with a sort of anger? Is that wrong? Are you annoyed by that?
Look, yeah.
You don't want to be Black British? You want to be?
I want to be Black British, yeah.
Okay, so what's your problem?
But I really don't think it should be a thing where it's like, oh, if you're now talking about, basically, to give to context, yeah, one of the guys who was in that Union Jack photo, his name is Sloan. He's actually from Nigeria, yeah, and to be honest, he didn't grow up here. But he's about his bag, and he's clickbaiting you lot every single flipping time. He's trying to get money for his family. He's a Niger man, yeah, simple. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. So he's not really in this discourse.
Yeah.
But on a G thing, when it comes to this discourse, yeah, being Black British is just having that experience where.
Say it.
You know when you're in school, there's a group of you lot all together.
Oh yeah.
The teachers will come up to you.
Oh my! Listen, you lot. I went to grammar school. She went to boarding school. We're gonna do an episode on the trauma that we faced. But just to drop a little segue in there now. Do you know that I went on report? Yeah, I went on report because my head teacher quite literally lied on my name. I'm not joking. Me, my friend Moya, and my friend Naomi, we were literally walking to get a cup of water. Yeah, just a group of us walking to get a cup of water. Our head teacher stopped us and she's now like, what are you guys doing here? Shouldn't you be in lessons? We're like, no, we're just getting a job of water quickly. Cool. The next day we get called into our office. You girls, well, you've been rude to me. You lied to me about why you're out of class. You're going on report for internal truancy.
Internal.
For a cup of water.
And on that topic,
it's not right.
Secondary school, I went to an all-girls school as well. So I went to, my cousins were in the year above, yeah, so we always
not
hang
right
out with each other, yeah.
It's not right.
And there was this one small little TA lady, she go, can you guys break it up?
Can we break it up?
You know, we don't like gangs in school.
In my German class, yeah, it was me and my 4 black friends, we sat next to each other in a row. My teacher did not play. She said, Holly, sit in between. You sit in between. She literally put people in between us. I'm joking.
And you went joking. This is the difference. You're Caribbean, I'm African. See that similar experience. I think Black British
is Black when you get defined by trauma.
Oh shit, well.
Because that's what it's giving right now, like the no positive, happy moments.
But they are funny.
Okay, yeah, in retrospect. In the moment, you're still laughing when you're getting told off.
When you're going to school with £1.50, I'm not even joking, yeah. Me and my friends, we used to pee Thursday. We'd be like, oh, how much money do you have? One person had 20p, 50p. We'd get it's calm. Yeah. I feel like being Black British is just a culture thing where it's like, you know what I think really being Black British is, and I think people will disagree with me. Okay. It's really being like you don't feel different when you're in school in the sense that you can hang out with your white friends, you're eating fish and chips on a Friday, it's calm. But when you come home, yeah, your mum is cooking rice. Like, that interchangeability, I think that's what being Black British is, because you know what?
Switching out,
and that's what's funny.
And the thing is, we had that experience, but some people have never gone to school with white people. Some people didn't switch out. Some people, do you get what I mean? Yeah. We've had that experience of switching in between the Britishness and the Blackness. And so for us, that's what it feels like, that ability to switch between. But that's not some people. Some people have never gone to school with white people. Like, some people have never interacted with white people on that large scale. So that cannot be a general description of Black Britishness.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think Black Britishness is then?
I don't know. But this is actually part of my dissertation, so guys can read it when it comes out.
It's actually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how...
I'm just holding myself. Like, you know, Big Brother, you have like...
yeah.
Like basically, like, essentially, it doesn't matter who went to school, white people or not, because then at the end of the day, it's still Black Britishness. For example, how you're going to act in school is not how you're going to act at home. For example, Nigerian school, you're going to like... But when you go home, but you don't do that when you see a teacher.
Yeah.
And fair enough, cool. There might not be white kids in your school,
teachers.
but it's a culture even amongst your friends that you would, the way you guys speak to each other, like, for example, for us Africans saying like, yo, fam, wagwan. You say that, but even though technically that's not whiteness, that's the Black.
That's the nail on the head. That is what it is.
That's what brings us all together. We all have our commonality, Black Britishness, but then we go home to our different ethnicities, which is like you guys said, we all experience that switch.
And I think that is, and let me say, I think that is, it's present for those of us that are first generation. For the 8th descendants of Caribbean people from Windrush, they go home and it's still fish and chips. Exactly. So I don't know. So there's so many layers to it. But I will say that switch is a big thing that differentiates us from African Americans, because there is no more switch. They are just the legacy of slavery.
You in this slavery topic.
But okay, let me tell you something. One thing about me, I will never downplay slavery.
I'm not
because
denying
the
that.
impact of it on society is profound, and I don't like to hear people act like it is just some faraway thing that has no. Every single thing about your existence is impacted by slavery. Okay, as a Black person, I don't care. It is everything. That doesn't mean you need to be a victim, but it is a part of you.
I do think British people cannot rinse it as much as African.
Maybe you can't. My grandma had blue eyes.
Your grandma or your great grandma?
So my great grandma had blue eyes.
Okay. So what's your great grandma got to do with your history per se? I know that sounds crazy, but what does that even mean? In America, it's different. Jim Crow laws where they were allowed to go to school, segregation.
What do you think was going on here?
Education.
What do you think was going on here? Go with your book to Michelle.
Bro, my grandma went to school. My granddad went to school here.
Yeah, people's grandparents went to school in America. What do you mean? That doesn't mean anything.
My granddad went to school with white people here. Literally, in what's Brown versus the Board of Education? I don't know what year it was. 1964, I believe.
Listen,
or 1965.
We're not gonna have a debate about the impact of slavery. If you want to believe it has nothing on you, I suggest you go read a book.
It doesn't have an impact.
I'm just saying.
Look. Long story short, I'll stand on what I'm saying. Do not be a victim of that nonsense.
I never said to be a victim. Okay, I'm just acknowledging that it exists.
Okay, but so did you? Okay, we're talking about slavery, and you're talking about baby mum. Just admit that you don't want to commit to your girl. Close your legs. Next.
Well,
yeah. Oh my God. Wait. Sorry. I beg. This is the last topic. Yeah, and this is just topical because it's to do with Love Island. Yeah.
Oh my.
Do you know what's so funny about this situation thing? And this is why I think Black people. You know what? We can take the crown for situationships. Yeah.
And that's not a crown that you need to get. It's not a crown jewel. Carry that cross up that hill, my dear. Anyway, hopefully you get resurrected and change your ways. But continue your story.
Basically, yeah. So when did Love Island finish? Like July, right? And then basically there was a video that Lockheed, Whitney's man, came out a couple like.
Wait, they're not together.
Who?
Whitney and Lockheed.
They are.
Oh, okay.
So they were together. So obviously Lockheed cooks.
Because he's not even Black. Anyway.
Yeah, and basically, so he was like, "Oh, to Aya, when are you gonna make just your girl?" He was like, "Oh, she's not my girlfriend, but she's my girl."
Oh, listen. Let me say something about Black. Oh no, we can't do Black men again, man. They've already got cooked in the first episode.
We can't do it.
But let me just say something about you Black men that think that having a baby is a. I just have to scratch my head.
To circle back the point, it's just saying that. I'm sorry. How long should I know this is very TikTok talk, but how long should the talking stage be? Because these situations,
to be honest, a man
listening to this, yeah,
a man will know if he wants to be with you within the first couple months. If you've
First couple of months. I say first couple of weeks.
No, to be honest, if you've gone past month 4 and there's no conversation of your future,
4. Guys, I have the 3-month rule.
Which is why I'm just giving them a bit extra, because you actually have a man that's not of our stupidity race. I'm joking. I actually love my race.
I disagree. I love black men. I love my black cousins. I even love my black dad.
But she just... That was really powerful.
Thanks.
And I'm really proud of you.
Changing the world one step at a time.
One daddy-daughter relationship at a time.
Daddy-daughter dancing coming at my wedding, guys.
Anyway. Oh my days. Honestly, guys, we're gonna call this to a right. Ask my Instagram, well, our Instagram followers.
American again. Guys, I think this is like the 4th time in this video.
I'm not even joking, but I feel like you need to get off me because it don't make no sense. Anyway. Like, you so obsessed. But anyway, so I'm just gonna pick the top comment or the most interesting one, because honestly, guys, y'all don't want to be listening to us for 5 hours. So somebody said, what does being black mean to you? And someone said, it means ownership of my uniqueness compared to the majority of the country I'm living in. I just think that's interesting. I'm not even trying to know what it means, but...
Sorry, can I say something that took me out? I went to BWP, the Black Women's Project,
yeah.
Like, unpopular opinions, yeah. And someone said black people need to stop thinking they're special.
A black person said that?
Yeah. And you know why that took me out, yeah? You know how we've grown up with saying, oh, you're a black king, you're a black queen,
yeah.
Do you know, that just reminded me of this. Like, your uniqueness.
But there is a real uniqueness.
Okay.
And, sorry, I think...
I'm playing devil's advocate, by the way.
This whole episode, Timothy has really shown me that maybe it's because I study politics, right? And I'm just... My whole world is consumed by, like...
No. Can I be honest? The way I've grown up, my mum has very much been like, we work twice as hard. I haven't had time. No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm not naive to say that slavery or all these things are not impacting. Yeah. But you know what? The worst thing someone can do is just wallow in their pity.
Bro, recognizing your past or history is, and that's the issue. If you can't recognize your history without wallowing in pity, that's a you problem.
But I can
don't fix that.
No, I can recognize it and I can keep it stepping.
But so why is me talking about it, not me keeping it stepping?
No, but no,
I'm talking about somebody.
You're talking about it and you're keeping it stepping. There are some people who just want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Keep it stepping.
And that is a problem.
And don't do that. That's all I'm saying. It's not that I'm not recognizing. And on that point of where I'm saying ownership of your uniqueness, make sure that you're unique and successful too, man.
What do you... shut up, man. I'm gonna give... I'm gonna just put... You know what? She's actually being bad vibes. To my commenter, to the follower that said this, I think it's a really interesting tape. Ownership of my uniqueness compared to the majority of the I'm living in. And the thing is, do you know how that's interesting? Is because I think when you live in a majority white country like we do, you become very hyper aware of your blackness. Like, you are black before you're anything else. Which is why I say the importance of these things. Yes, in Britain. Because in Britain, no one's asked, you're not Timothy first. First, you're a black woman. Whereas in Nigeria, you're not black woman first.
So, even, especially as a woman, the intersectionality is this, that argument can sometimes be rubbish. Because you know what? Before we are a woman, we're black.
That's a whole nother debate.
You don't think you are?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's why black women are probably the most disrespected people worldwide. It's a fact. Yeah. So that, I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to say, guys, make sure that at the same time, as much as sometimes, this is how I would say it to my children, yeah? Even though sometimes people may see your blackness as a disadvantage, like she said, it is your best power. It is your best unique skill set. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. That we have a legacy of success, drive. The fact that we've been able to overcome all these things and still do as well as we can, what does that say about us?
Testament. I just think to use that comment to close off what we've been saying, she really said about her uniqueness compared to the majority. And it comes back to that idea of when we're talking about black Britishness being that whole switch and you're in the middle of two cultures whilst being one,
and at such
and that is what it is. Yeah, you like to do that. Yeah,
and then I have a few questions, like responses. I mean, this is really quick because we kind of have to touch on this, but it was to do with who does situationships the best, and to round up, it was Is this a trick question? Black Americans, black people, we are still in slavery mentality. Black people and only them, nobody else is in this rank. The blacks. Yeah. So let's do better.
Let's to end this episode, guys. As a black community, we've only touched on a handful of things about our culture. We've touched on, different aspects of classism, different aspects of racism, our relationships, how they go very crazy, what we do when we enter corporate spaces, and like.
And we've got more when it comes to corporate. We're going to do a whole episode of that.
But the whole point always this was saying is, first of all, as a community, we really need to recognize where our downfalls are. We can't stay in situations it's forever. We can't, as Timothy will say, forever be baby moms and not wives.
And I'm not saying this to make jokes of people. I'm trying to say this like you actually deserve better. You are someone's daughter, and even if your dad's not calm yet, you are God's daughter.
It's true. And I just want to say as well, just very briefly,
and you deserve love.
I think that it's a difficult conversation because often when we're talking about baby moms, right, the word baby mom is a derogatory word, as if to say the woman made herself a baby mom. The man made her a baby mom,
but
in a sense, and we're just gonna leave it there.
No, I will not leave it there.
Yes, we are.
Advocate, yeah. Sometimes you should look at that man and you should know damn well he ain't putting a ring on it and keep it stepping. Don't. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all she's gonna say. And with that, that's a wrap. I'm Niobe.
I'm Tamashay.
And this was our 3rd episode of Cheat Day Diaries.
And don't forget on Thursdays when we drop our prompts to
comment, say what you think about the topic. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow all of our handles on TikTok, Instagram. It'll be in the description box
and
below.
soon we're going to be dropping on Spotify, so
watch out. Bye guys.